Okay, so French against Ottomans. I don't really know who this matchup favors, if anyone at all. I would say it's a really even matchup for the most part. I think the Ottoman player can try to either go to TC or go for a very strong feudal push out of 1 TC. I don't think fast castle is the play here for the Ottoman player. I think that leaves them too vulnerable to knight rush if you go for fast castle. So that's not something I would expect. But anyways, I will still scout, so I will make sure I know what's going on, right? But just in going into this matchup, I don't feel like fast castle has any merits for my opponent. And for me, it's hard to say. Like, I either go to TC or I go pro scouts. I feel like. I think that those are the only two viable options. I think the standard approach is going to TC. But with this particular deer spawn, I'm not too happy about going to TC, to be completely honest. It's really far forward. If my opponent is going for a 1 TC push, it's like it seems like I'm asking to die if I place a TC there, right? So maybe just because of this spawn, I'm just gonna try to play Pro Scouts here. Even though it's really not that popular nowadays, I think it's a really underrated approach in tons of matchups, not only this one. So let's try that. Then again, I don't think it's impossible to defend a second TC there, but when we're not too sure about which approach is the best. In general, like in let's say neutral circumstances, as soon as I find a negative reason for one of the approaches, I will go for the other one, right? Unless I have a read on my opponent that makes me think one is the better, right? But in a I don't know situation, I guess I just go for whatever the map asks me to go for, which in this case is gonna be Pro Scouts. Here he's a scout. Okay. Killjard is a really strong player. I've noticed he has really good map awareness. Like he's very good in reacting to things and so on. He's probably one of those players that looks a lot at the minimap as they are playing. So that's something to keep in mind when you want to put a light pressure in your opponent. Like, who are you playing against? Do you know if he's a player that is vulnerable to those things, or does he react immediately to stuff? Those kind of things are also worth to think about. Then again, I'm still gonna go for knights here, because with French it's a no-brainer, but with other ships maybe you can make some adaptations based on that read. Okay, so there's the spearman. Quite late, no? Okay, I got 2 hits there, which is really good. And let's try to gather some resources. He will go for it now. It was a long distance shot. So far so good for me. I managed to get tons of hits there. And I'm still gathering, right? So this is always a cool micro fight that you can have against an Ottoman player. There's the second one, but I think I can clean those two with a knight. So if I were on his shoes, I would start running now. Okay. It was kind of funny that I just said it and then he went for it. But yeah, so far I think this is a good early game for me. And now I think I'm just gonna get a second knight and then go into Pro Scouts here. Also, this deer pack is very good for my Pro Scouts in order to steal from my opponent. So he completely cut the gold here without enough for any upgrade. That's not usual. That makes me believe he's heavy on stone. Like at the very least for the second military, perhaps for a TC as well. It's hard to say. Okay, so very early racks to defend the knights. Maybe I can get a snipe there, that would be great. If I can kill that one. Not quite. Good reaction. There, this is what I mentioned. I think like this is the kind of player that reacts really quickly to these types of situation. I'm a bit surprised that he's gathering no stone and no gold. Because what's the plan here then? Maybe he went back on gold now? Or it's hard to... Not quite, so I don't know. This is a very defensive. Now I kinda wish I went for a second to see this game. Maybe I can get my first blood here. No, not really. So he looks like some kind of spearman mass. So I'm gonna go up to 4 scouts. I'm not gonna build 7, right? I think 4 is enough. So he's on 1 military only. Healers. So yeah, it looks like an all-in to me. But maybe not. I mean, it's really unusual that he's playing this passive in terms, not passive, but I don't know what's the word. Like I would really expect him to get something else before going so heavy into units, whether that is the second military or some eco upgrade. This feels like too much of a commitment to units too early in the game. That's a kill. I'm not too fast here with the pro scouts, but it's fine. And this is the place where you can look for kills as well. Like there's always villagers there, right? So definitely a place to check. My knights are rather low HP, but I don't think I can invest here in chivalry. I'm really surprised about this approach. Is this like a very delayed second to see? Yeah, I think this. I mean, I need wheelbarrow and then I need blacksmith. He left this unprotected once again. So this is really annoying for him, like the constant villager bleed. Like you're already playing against friends who has a better build production than you do, and then you're constantly bleeding. Yeah, that's really annoying. I need to go a bit heavier on foot here, I would guess. Yep. Notice I kept 1 scout here even though I was playing pro scouts. This is a common mistake when you play pro scouts, you get too greedy and use every single scout to move deer. But you still need the vision, so yeah. Do I commit there or am I just going... I think I'm just going to lose the knight here. Let's not go for it. So this is only Spearman Archer. I think my comp should be good against it. Let's try to steal these now that I can. Because later I may not be able to. I mean, I think I can, but maybe I cannot actually. And he's now moving to there. Okay, so let's go back to the initial plan. Actually, I'm missing wood here. I still don't know what his approach, his plan here is. Like, is he going for an all-in or a very delayed PC? I don't know. Looks like an all-in to me, right? Actually, I wish I had a bit more archers. This can be. Can I wall this in time? No. That's frustrating. Because I'm gonna be completely cut out of gold, given how the golds have spawned this game. Let's try to catch reinforcement with my knights. Let's get all the upgrades at least. Maybe I even lose one. No, not really. Okay. So now any reinforcement he sends, I should be able to kill. And maybe I can just even dive the gold. Or the wood, I mean, but that's okay. I think I should win there, right? Or maybe I'm overextending. Watch out here. Yeah, his army is way worse than mine in order to dive. Simply because my knights tank way more than his units do. Like the TC, the shots from the TC. I've lost too many knights here though, I'm not too sure about this move anymore. I mean, I've killed tons of villagers, but I have so many idols and I'm not gathering at all. Well, that is. So, actually, I'm a bit worried here. I'm just not completely sure how many how many builds I've killed. Because if it wasn't too many, then that was probably a bad move. But if it's been like 10 villagers, then I think it's fine. There were no survivors though. Oh. Yeah. Not loving that move. I think it's still fine for me, but not a good move. I just think I should be something like 15 villagers ahead this game is my read at the 13-minute mark. Something along those lines. That should be really good, but he doesn't have blacksmith upgrades even. Why? That's really shocking for me to see. He's going for the scouts. I mean, I think I can fight now if he doesn't have blacksmith upgrades. I'm using vision, yeah, I was about to say. Watch out with the scout now. I'm just really shocked about the lack of upgrades here. Like, these archers are dealing no damage to my knights. 4 or 5, yeah, only one. Let's go like this, let's tank with the archers. Oh, he got +1 during the fight. Yeah, this game really goes against everything I understand from AoE4. Like, in my mind I should be winning, but the engages are not as good as I expect them to be. I'm not sure how many deer left I have. I should go on the board. His army is really slow. He cannot punish this, so I should go. I should have gone already a while ago. Also, this tower here, is he actually going castle? Not really. I don't think I should be attacking here. I think this is this being aggressive in this situation. I don't think makes any sense at all. So let's stop. There's still one deer pack somewhere, just cannot find it. I think at this point I just play passive, go castle H, get my upgrades, and the game should be looking really good for me. I mean, though my economy is about to take a huge hit here, just because I'm running out of deer. I think it's still fine. Even if he's on 2TC, I think this is fine for me. I think I just get my castle H upgrades and go for it once they're all done. Like, he wasn't gathering gold, right? I don't think he can age up. Let's get these now that I'm moving to berries. I think it's very likely that he goes in. He tries to attack now, but I have age up. So I'm just gonna wait for all this to finish, and then I think I can probably go for the kill immediately. If he doesn't attack, he's aging up. It's either or, right? I don't think he's just massing units and waiting. And if he is, I don't think he can hold my push. The balance is not the best, but it's not as bad as in Bailey. But yeah, I really wish I had a bit more map awareness here. It's just, I mean, I don't think it's, I mean, it's a huge mistake, but I don't think I'm losing the game because of it. I think I should get a cleanup in that army, very likely. Just pre-targeting some spearmen there. Oh, not the best. But at this point, I think it doesn't really matter what I do. Oh, I forgot the most important upgrade. I forgot this upgrade, like the Castle Age Knight upgrade. That's massive. And I'm losing villagers here, but he shouldn't be able to survive. I don't think the counter push. But yeah, that's a massive mistake. You know, usually you research the ones that take the longest in this situation, and you get that one the latest, even though it's the most important one, so that everything ends at the same time roughly. But I forgot to click it. Like, this takes 30 seconds. This one takes 1 minute and a half. So since you want to attack when everything is done, You research first the ones that take the most time to finish, unless you are in immediate danger or something like that. So let's go now for the dive. Yeah, my balance now is pretty rough. So let's go for it now. I'm gonna dive regardless of towers, regardless of anything. I lost way too many villagers to play passive now. Plus I think my army should really win me the game here. Like this doesn't deal damage to my knights. Neither the archers nor the TC, they have 6 range armor, right? And tons of it. Of life, so yeah. I think at this point there's not much for him to do here. Really scary this. This is really scary in high view. First of all, I needed to wall this. Like a small wall here would make wonders for me. But in general, you always want to keep track of your opponent's army, like where it is, with a scout. So I got a bit greedy. I used too many scouts for the deer movement. I tried to get these deers at the end, but they were already mine, bro. Yeah. I'm not too sure what to think about this style he went for because it felt like he delayed the upgrades and the military schools in order to get units fast. But it's not like he can achieve much with those units, right? Maybe it was an adaptation after losing the first spearman, just so to protect his villagers. I'm not too sure about this game. I don't know what to think.